Good afternoon, America. This is JK from Ministry of Otaku. I hope you are doing okay in this dystopian and catastrophic time. This weekend on Friday, that is last week Friday, there was a report of a mass shooting in Indianapolis, Indiana. A mass shooting, if you will, where 8 people died at a FedEx facility. The FedEx gunman, which I will not name to give him any further publicity, was a former employee of the company. What is more tragic is that 4 of the dead are skis, and this is more distressing to the American public due to the rise of hate crimes against Asian Americans. But as days pass after the arrest and shooting, we get new details. The FBI, or the Federal Bureau of Investigation, actually interviewed the mass shooter last year in 2020, when his mother called police to say that her son might commit self-deletion by cop. The FBI did talk to him, and they found no evidence of a crime. But they did seize a pump-action shotgun, which was never returned to the shooter. Now, I want to note the word self-deletion by cop. And this indicates something deeper. Normal people don't do self-deletion by cop. They don't do it normally. A normal person doesn't do it. So the motive is much more deeper and more psychological. The deeper thing is something the United States media, the legacy media, is willfully ignoring, because the media has been ignoring anything that goes against the narrative. Because mass media has been replaced from normal journalists to activist journalism. All the normal journalists are gone or retired or replaced by activist journalists. That issue I'm talking about that's mainly ignored is undiagnosed mental illness. From a report from IndyStore, an IMPD report that is the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department, a report from them from March 3rd, 2020 references a mental health check for self-deletion tendencies in the redacted address, then 18, as being arrested. It says police seized a shotgun from a dangerous person. The report said the Behavioral Health Unit initiated immediate detention on male reported to have voiced self-deletion ideation. It added the shooter has purchased a gun within the last 24 hours and talked about suicide by police, a situation in which a person prompts police to kill him. Ho was then... Yeah, did I mention the name? Yeah, I'm trying to avoid using the person's name, but whatever. I'm just winning at this point. Now, he was transported to a local hospital. No online court records appeared to correspond with the incident. So the real motivation and reason for this tragedy is undiagnosed mental illness. Note the date, March 2020. That's the month when the quarantine lockdown started. And these lockdowns have caused massive harms to society. One of them is to mental health. Most people who need a diagnosis of mental health issues or treatment of mental health issues can't get proper treatment. It must be over the phone or through a computer, which is supposed to be temporary but made long-term due to these lockdowns stretched by a year due to the actions of certain state governors across the United States. So this tragedy would have been preventable if he was given proper mental health treatment as soon as he was detained, but he never got any treatment since the lockdown started. The news media should have been asking questions of why this person has not gotten any mental health treatment. Why was he having self-deletion tendencies? Why? What is the psychological issues with him? But no, it'll break the narrative about hate crimes and lockdowns. So the media is blaming firearms, imaginary yathzees, and My Little Pony as scapegoats, specifically the Brony community. I met with Bronies before. Never got into the Brony fandom. I just covered it as a photographer, as a cosplaying photographer. During BronyCon, when it was held in Baltimore from 2014, 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2019, thank God I visited that convention as much as I could before. I definitely visited the final one. That was from August 1st to the 4th. Great time there. And most of these Bronies are the nicest people around in the scene in the Otaku, even though it's not part of the anime Otaku scene. It's practically adjacent because there are there were plenty of people who were into anime at the time, including one person who I follow on Twitter, Redcard94. But again, they're the nicest people on earth, very friendly. And oftentimes they carry their ponies. They actually carry their ponies during the convention. Many of them are plushies as their representative of their personality or what they feel is their best pony. I even bought one of these ponies, these plush ponies. I can get it here. Sorry about that. And that pony, this pony here is actually Final Scratch, the musician pony. He's also known as a Pone DJ Pony. I don't remember the actual nickname, but her official name is Final Scratch. I actually carried this around with me. On the first, I think the second day of the last BronyCon, and I carry her with her ever since into the end of the convention. I think at one time I actually slept with her. Now, believe it or not, most Bronies actually do sleep with their pony plushes. But that's another story. Now, to be honest, I've only watched a few episodes of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, and it's the most colorful and fun of shows. But at the same time, I'm not really into MLP, FLM. I just attend anime cons and fan conventions. I used to cover them before the great lockdowns happened. Now on with this tragedy. Now people are desperate for a reason, and they need a reason to blame. And people are obsessed with yathzees instead of real issues. They need an excuse. This is what the legacy media is reduced to, finding excuses instead of just giving facts and details. But no one actually cares. We don't care about real issues anymore, just imaginary yathzees. Because they need something or anything to blame other than real issues that would actually be less profitable. I will not go through these articles line by line because they're all based on the same fact that he's assumed to be a white supremacist. Did they actually went through his Facebook page? Because this is pure speculation. And this is based on speculation based on one post he made on Facebook about why he wants to self-delete himself. And they added in this white supremacist BS to drive clicks. Because they need to click anything because they need people to click on articles because the previous administration in the White House is gone. It's another thing that the shooter is using MLP as a way to cope with living in a crap world because the world is crap and people need escapism. And the fact that he was suffering from self-deletion thoughts and he only has the My Little Pony series, especially Generation 4, to hang on to during these lockdowns, with lockdown isolation made it worse because most of his coping mechanisms, being with people, concerts, arcades, movie theaters, conventions, large events, things that make life bearable and have meaning for it, is gone from him, taken from him. And this is the end result. And we're going to see more of these mass shootings and spree shootings as this country opens up. And the media doesn't really actually doesn't care anymore. They're just waiting for the next mass shooting to cover so they can find anything to scapegoat of. But in regard of ponies, Applejack is the most responsible and hardworking member of the main six. She's too busy taking care of the apple farm here to engage in some racial supremacy BS. So why is the media blaming ponies and bronies? The brony scene does not deserve this attention, especially the G4 fanbase. And this is based on speculation based on one post. And again, they add this BS to drive clicks because they need people to click on anything. The scapegoating of My Little Pony in the Brony series and the Brony fandom is really a sign that the media, as we know it, is long dead. They're just posting this as an excuse to find any reason. So that's it. A tragedy that could have been easily prevented by proper mental health treatment and help gets scapegoat by the media because they're lazy and they don't want to break a narrative and don't want to actually report on an actual story. If you want more of these videos, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. This is the Ministry of Otaku. Signing off for now. Try to have a good day.